Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. This is our November live webinar series, and this morning we're going to be talking all about retail. And I think the theme behind the retail topic, this is probably the most requested training that we get, and this has been the most requested training we've got in my whole 16 years within the aesthetic industry. And I think one of the biggest commonalities amongst all of retail and roadblocks that we hear about is really all about the mindset. So for this webinar, it's going to be retail, change your mindset, change your results. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Danielle Rosil, Director of Education for ClarityRx. I am a licensed esthetician. I practiced for about 7 years before moving into a training and development role, and also spent some time as an account manager for a professional skincare line. So some of this stuff that I'm going to be sharing, I've learned along the way. So I'm excited to be able to share with you the things that I have learned, but also some things that I have learned from each and every one of you. So as I'm going out and meeting you guys, spending some time in the spa, doing our national workshops, I learn a ton of tips and tricks. So there will be a portion of the day of our time together that I will be sharing some of those key tips from those that I have chatted with. So, but without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right, so this is the biggest thing is you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. And I know this sounds pretty more cliche. I'm sure each and every one of you guys have heard this, but this could not be more true when it comes to retailing. The hardest, most difficult part of recommending and having your clients walk out the door with daily care products is not bringing up the conversation. If it's something that you are not excited or not confident about, it's easier to not approach the topic and not make those product recommendations. And if we aren't doing that simple step in the very beginning and building that relationship and that rapport with our client, we will never have them walking out the door with home care. So the biggest thing is you're going to stumble. You may stutter a little bit on your words, but the more that you do it, the more confident and comfortable that you're going to be, which ultimately will lead to more success, not only with retailing products, but also more success with your client's skin concerns and helping them achieve those optimal results. Now, approach each customer with the idea of helping him or her to solve a problem or achieve a goal, not selling a product or a service. We are care providers. We have gotten into this industry to be able to help people. We want to improve their acne, lighten their discoloration, maybe reduce those fine lines and wrinkles. And as long as we are remembering our why and listening to our clients' overall goals, when you are making those product recommendations, you will not feel like you are selling them product. These products, Clarity products, they are plant-based, but very, very results driven. So you know that you can confidently recommend these products because it's exactly what your client needs in order to achieve their goals. It's not about how much retail product can I sell them. It's about setting them up for success with a regimen that is going to help them achieve that healthy, beautiful, dewy glow. And the last kind of thing here is your customer doesn't care how much you know until they know how much you care. This really resonates with me. I know we want to have all of the answers. We want to be able to have as much education and skincare and ingredient knowledge that we possibly can. And I hear, and we hear time and time again, if I just need more information, I want more education on the product. And that is absolutely an important part of what we're doing and an important part of making that retail recommendation and that sale. But at the end of the day, it does not matter if you know every single key ingredient within the products you're talking about. You know the mechanism of action in there. But if your client does not feel that you truly care about them and you truly care about partnering with them in achieving their ultimate goals, it does not matter how much of that science and the details and information that you know on the product. So always maintaining your why and keeping your clients' needs in the forefront of your mind, and remembering why you became an esthetician and why you're doing the services that you're doing for them. Now, education is really the foundation, but it's not everything. Now, and I don't usually go through kind of my journey, but I think within this retail component, it's important to kind of share where I've come from, because I've been in your shoes. And when I first graduated aesthetic school, part of it was retail. The school that I went to, we had goals set in place, and it made me almost have a pit in my stomach when I thought about selling my clients any sort of product. Now, with that, I became more confident the more that I knew and the more training that I had. But at the end of the day, it came down to my confidence when I was speaking to my clients. The moment I became more confident and I truly believed in the products that I was using and the services that I was offering to my clients, I felt more confident in sharing that education and that information with them. And then passion. Passion goes a long, long ways. They can feel your passion and your excitement the moment you open up your mouth. So having that education and of building upon that education and instilling that confidence and the passion for what you do will ultimately lead to success only if you are able to execute each and every one of these. So I know for me, I was wanting to take as many classes as I possibly could, and being in an education role, I truly believe with every ounce of my being that is very, very important. But you can go through as many classes as you want and know all of that information. But if we do not take those tidbits of information, those pearls of wisdom, best practices from our peers, and brainstorming and executing it and actually having those conversations with our clients, we're never going to be able to build upon our confidence. We're never going to be able to share our passion and truly utilize that education if we do not step out of our comfort zone and be passionate and start those conversations with our clients. And that was the biggest hurdle for me, was just taking that leap of faith and truly believing my why, and knowing that my clients would never receive the results that they were looking for, that they were spending not only their time and their money coming to see me for professional treatments, but they were never going to truly get the results that I hoped for if they didn't walk out the door and really partner with me by using the products morning and evening. That moment that I realized that I'm actually doing them a disservice by not making those product recommendations in my treatment room for them to use at home, that's what changed and shifted my mindset. And now is no longer, I'm not selling. I don't want to be a salesperson, but I genuinely wanted them to get results. And that retail and the home care products was a crucial piece and crucial component to be able to achieve those results. So by changing my mindset, my retail skills increased significantly, but more importantly, my clients were happier, building better retention. They were getting better results faster. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Exceeding client expectations. So everything starts in the consultation. So that consultation piece of it is the opportunity to really build that trust and build that rapport with your clients. And we want to have that open communication, and it shouldn't feel like I am, on the side, I'm going to sneak in and be pushy, so to speak, for making these product recommendations, but also knowing that it's our job as the expert and as our skincare provider to share all of the information, including what they should be doing at home when they're not able to be in the treatment room with you receiving those services. And we want to prescribe, we don't want to sell. So as a clinical skincare line, we like to think of estheticians and skincare providers as more so of the physicians of the skincare kind of aesthetic world, that what we're doing is we are delivering those results, and we have active ingredients and the tools and resources in order to do so. Think of if you went to your doctor and you needed an antibiotic, and the physician wasn't really telling you exactly what you needed. They were kind of beating around the bush and saying, well, there's, a couple different options. I think maybe why don't we start with one antibiotic pill? Let's see if it's going to work for you. If it does work for you, then I'm going to go ahead and come on back and we'll get that full prescription filled for you. If that happened, you would sit there in his room and exam room and wonder, am I seeing the most appropriate doctor to be able to help to treat me? He doesn't, or she doesn't feel very confident that this antibiotic is truly what I need. So I'm going to not take that and I'm going to leave. And more often than not, you're going to be more confused than feeling like you are receiving the treatment that you took the time out to go see them to be able to receive. So skincare providers, estheticians, it's the exact same way. Your clients are coming to you, whether it's acne, aging, or discoloration. They have a problem and they're coming to you as the skincare expert to be able to fix their problem. So we want to ask those investigative type questions. So open questions. Tell me about your skincare concerns. Tell me all of what products are you currently using at home? What do you like about those products? Are there any areas that you feel the products that you are currently using, they're not living up to your expectations? What are your ultimate skincare goals? So leaving it to be able to have them start to open up and describe their skin in their own words. Then with helping to build that rapport, you're going to use some of those words. If they say that they have brown spots, let's use the word brown spots when we're talking to them and retailing and talking them through professional treatment options and home care to be able to target their skin concerns. That will help them feel more comfortable and they'll be able to share more with you. So make sure that we're prescribing, not selling. Some initial tips and tricks. So we already talked about this, but I can't stress it enough. The most important piece is just initiating that conversation. There's 85% of clients will purchase home care products within 24 hours of receiving a professional treatment. That's a huge number. So know that if they are not purchasing product from you, they are purchasing product somewhere else. And for you being their esthetician, their skincare provider, we want to make sure that they're purchasing product from you so that way you know exactly what they're using and you can help guide them through that journey to improving the overall skin results and skin health. Prescribe a treatment plan. So not just recommending one product. We want to set them up with an entire daily care regimen. So recommending between 3 and 5 products at a time. You're going into this without any preconceived notions or preconceived beliefs. Biggest things to avoid is using your kind of stuck in your pocketbook or determining what your client can afford. That's not up to us as providers to be able to determine for them. Our job is to be able to provide them with results, by offering professional treatments and home care products. So we want to recommend every single product that we know in our heart and within our education and our experience that's going to get them to their end goal. And it's never going to be just one product. One product, as great as it might be, they're going to get better results faster and they're going to be happier when they're using an entire regimen. So making sure that we're recommending that regimen for them. If you're not quite sure where to start, our treatment kits, so those travel size condition specific kits, are an excellent starting point. And when we're making these product recommendations, we live and breathe skincare. We like to geek out on ingredients and the science behind the ingredients and the mechanism of action of each and every ingredient. And that's great. That helps us be the experts that we are in the treatment room. But we have to remember that our clients aren't necessarily at that same level as we are. And yes, there may be some clients that are very skincare savvy. They go in and they research everything, and you can, kind of geek out together with them. But the majority of our clients, they're truly looking for a feature and benefit. What's in it for them? What is the Bright Knit 10% lactic acid solution going to do for them specifically? They want to know they are unique, they have their own skincare concerns, and they want to know how this specific product is going to target their concerns. We can use the data and the science and mechanism of action to help to support what we're talking about if they are inquiring for more details. But when we are making those product recommendations, leading with a product's features and benefits, keeping in mind what's in it for them, and utilizing words and terminology that they use to be able to describe what's going on with their skin and their ultimate goals, they will feel a lot more comfortable walking out the door with these home care products. Then we want to ensure that they have application instructions. So what's the best way to use it? Are there specific, special instructions that you want to recommend for your client? Maybe they are new to using an at-home exfoliant. So for Bright Knit, we want to start off with 1 time per week. Let them know we're using this once a week at night after you cleanse your face, and walk them through exactly how to use it. This does 2 things. 1, it takes away the uncertainty for them. 2, as you're walking them through step by step of how to use it, they start to visualize themselves using it in the morning or using it in the evening time. In the case of Bright Knit, they have a little bit more of an ownership or sense of, yes, I can do that. I'm walking myself through, like, what is my evening regimen? I think this will be easy for me to be able to implement into my home care nighttime routine. And it sounds simple enough. If you don't walk them through the application instructions and we're walking them through 3 to 5 products, it can feel a little bit overwhelming. So taking your time and walking them through, and all of this is happening in the treatment room. So it's not like they're out on display in your waiting room. Then we want to recommend professional treatments. So yes, they're in your treatment room now. Maybe they are a brand new client and you're doing, they were a little bit hesitant, you're doing a classic facial, or maybe you had the opportunity to be able to upgrade them to an exceptional facial. But what happens after that one treatment? It's going to include what they're going to do in between their visits, but also what is that next step in their treatment plan? When is the next time that you want them to come in for this treatment? If they are targeting aging and discoloration, every 3 weeks would be an optimal time to be able to see them. If they are, going for more maintenance and they're happy with where their skin is at right now, then every 4 weeks is a perfect cadence or frequency to be able to receive a professional treatment. But let them know that. When do you expect to see them back in your treatment room? Last but not least, for tips and tricks here is follow up. Follow up when the client makes a skincare purchase. So next time that you see them, ask them how they're doing with Brighten It. Ask them, are they using their Take Care Daily every single morning? Do they have any questions with how to use it? Have they noticed a difference within their skin? And then also follow up when a purchase has not been made. That is a mistake that we see over and over again. Is we'll make that initial product recommendation. So we set them up on their regimen, 3 to 5 products. Maybe they only walk out with 1 product that day. We want to make sure that every single time they're coming in, we're still recommending and prescribing that same 3 to 5 regimen that we initially recommended until they are using that full regimen. So don't forget to follow up not only when they don't make that purchase, but also when they make that purchase. That helps to show them that you truly care and you are invested. It doesn't do anybody any good if they walk out the door and they purchase the entire regimen that you recommended, but they don't use it. And the only way for you to truly know if they're using it on a regular basis is if we're checking in with them and following up and see how they like it. Now, if you have some downtime in the spa, maybe you don't have a client, take that opportunity, work with your management and your owner and making sure that this is okay, but take the opportunity to check in with your clients. They purchased a full regimen or they purchased a travel size kit, maybe 3-4 days later, give them a call, see how they're liking it, see if they have any questions as they're walking through the regimen. This will go a long, long ways in building that trust and that true partnership with your clients. Clarity, we have a lot of sales tools available to you. So we have just updated our spa scription pads. So again, keeping in mind that you are prescribing and not selling. So having this spa scription pad, you're able to walk them through the steps of their daytime regimen and their evening time regimen. You can rip off a copy of this and provide it to your client. So maybe they go home with the entire treatment regimen and plan that you set up for them. Maybe they went home with 2 of them and there's 3 other products on there that they didn't go home with. You still want to check it because now they're visually seeing, okay, this is how I'm going to use it. This is what I'm using right now. Next time I go in there, I'll be able to build upon that regimen for my clients. ClarityRx's monthly promotions have really been designed with results and an clinical outcome in mind, but also help to support the sale and helping to get more products into your client's hand, leading to better client outcomes. When you have happier clients, they're going to tell their friends and family, and they are going to want to keep coming back to you because they're seeing the results and their difference in their skin. So benefiting the spa when you're getting them, your clients using more products. So introducing potentially a new SKU into their regimen, delivering those optimal outcomes, driving referrals and retention, and driving higher retail sales. Benefits to the clients within these promotions, so great savings. They're getting a higher value, enhanced outcomes. Who doesn't love to see those results within their skin? And new product introduction. So with these, we want to kind of set them up with, you're coming to me. So for the instance of the Let There Be Light promotion that we offered last month, you're coming to me with concerns with discoloration and hyperpigmentation. We want to use these 3 products, so Let There Be Light, Take Care Daily, and Brighten It, to be able to deliver the outcome that you're looking for. With the purchase of Let There Be Light, we want to partner with you so you'll receive a travel size of Take Care Daily to use in the morning, and then you'll receive a deluxe travel size of the Brighten It to be able to use in the evening time. This entire regimen, you are receiving a $75 value complimentary because we want to ensure that you are using all 3 of these products. We are partnering with you. For our November promotion, we have a gift with purchase. So this is probably our largest gift with purchase option that we have offered. This was a $125 value. So you have an aesthetic cosmetic bag with the Clarity logo on there, along with 3 deluxe travel sizes and sample packets. What this is doing is it's helping to introduce more products. The travel sizes within this gift with purchase promotion really is targeted for all skin types and all skin conditions. Even the glimmer of hope, if somebody is more on the oily side, there are different ways that you can utilize this product so that way it will add value for them. All right, so retailing best practices. So here's some key tips that I've taken away from some of the estheticians within Hand and Stone. So building value. Veronica Cardero was very, very adamant at making sure, we want to have value with everything that we provide, both in the treatment room and home care. But we want to ensure that we're avoiding using the word free. So free will devalue what you are offering. It's not, really highlighting not only the value in a monetary standpoint, but the value in skincare outcomes and your clinical outcomes, explaining how to use the products. Then for Layla, she really likes to differentiate the products used at home versus what is used in the treatment room. If you have a client that comes in to see you and they, you're asking them to describe what they're using at home, what are their ultimate skincare goals, and they say that they're happy with what they're using at home already, there always is a gap within that regimen. So diving in a little bit deeper. So what do you love about the products that you are currently using? Now, what are some areas that you would like to see improved within their skin? They'll lead you down that path, and then you can select maybe 1 or 2 products to help to fill in that gap with what they're currently using, and then place those recommended products out there on the counter. So you're having the conversation in the treatment room, you're setting them up with home care products. Go ahead and display those products as you are walking out. Candace, I love it. She says, customize the regimen to your client's lifestyle. Are they lucky if they wash their face at night, or are they a product junkie? We want to set them up for success and products that they are actually going to use on a regular basis. Educate and prescribe, don't sell for Slavica. And then Slavica makes a very great point as far as changing for the seasons. So winter skincare regimen is not necessarily going to be the same as a summertime regimen. So you constantly have something that you can customize and offer for your clients. Judy, we know, crushed the mask sales contest. So I asked her to just share some pearls of wisdom. And I love the way that she describes the Sleep It Off mask. And over here, she truly is leading with the features and benefits and not necessarily getting bogged down with the mechanism of action and the science behind a product. So Sleep It Off mask addresses many skin concerns and will transform the texture of the skin. We'll plug an ingredient here. So the blue-green algae retinol alternative hydrates, corrects, exfoliates, and brightens. A 21-day transformation. So you can almost hear and feel the passion and the belief behind the results within the Sleep It Off mask just by the words that Judy has shared here with Sleep It Off mask and recommending to the clients. And Laura, the way that she's closing that conversation. So I'll get you some water and meet you up front and show you some of the products to maintain your results from today. So they already know what to expect as they're leaving that treatment room. So just overall best practices. So this is going to be confidence is key. At the end of the day, that is the foundation of everything that we do. So we want to be confident in our communication, and a few things that help to build that confidence. Education, absolutely. You're going to feel more secure talking about a product, making a treatment recommendation, and prescribing home care if you have some that education and that foundational knowledge in there. But passion, don't underestimate passion. That goes a long, long ways. And practice making those product recommendations to your sales associates. Practice making product recommendations to family members. We have those clients that we've been seeing for a long time that we, have a maybe a little bit closer of a relationship with, and we're more comfortable with them. Practice making those retail recommendations, and don't stop if you stumble upon your words. That's okay. The more you do it, the better you will become at it, and consistency. So making sure that you're always recommending home care product. It's easy to kind of get in a slump. So keeping that in the forefront of your mind, and be purposeful with everything that you're doing and every product recommendation that you are making. So I'm happy and excited to introduce, we are doing a sales contest in December. So the sales contest is going to be on our key correctors. This is going to run from December 1st through December 31st. So there'll be two pieces to this contest. So you will have the individual component. So for this, the top 10 estheticians that sell the most of these key correctives will receive the following prizes. So first place, you will receive $500. Second, third, fourth, and fifth place will receive $250, and sixth place through 10th place will receive $100. So top 10 estheticians, you will have a cash prize, in addition to receiving 2 full-size products of your choice. Then the second piece of the sales contest is going to be by cohort. So the spa in each cohort with the highest total sales in ClarityRx key correctives. So those correctives include Get Fit, Apple a Day, Let There Be Light, and Keep Your Chin Up. So for the spa that has the highest total sales, they will receive a full-size Get Fit serum and a travel size Let There Be Light. So again, this will run from December 1st through December 31st. We have an individual component with a cash prize and 2 full-size products. And then we have a chain cohort contest that will receive full-size Get Fit and travel size Let There Be Light. So I am, due to time, I'm not going to necessarily dive through these key correctives, but I promise you I will be for the month starting now through December. I will be focusing on providing more information, both on the active ingredients, but also those features and benefits, and giving you some tips and tricks on how to speak to your clients about these key correctives. Now, I'm going to leave this with you, and then I know we have a couple questions in here, but setting a goal is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. So I challenge each and every one of you guys to write down your retail goals. It can be as small as, I want to sell 1 product per week for the next month. Write it down and celebrate those wins when you do sell that 1 product. Push yourself. Don't be afraid to shoot for the stars and really set yourself up and get out of your comfort zone. But setting that goal, writing that goal down, that's the way that we'll be able to, 1, hold ourselves accountable, but also turn our goals and our thoughts into a reality. How do you handle, so I'm just going to read the question here. So how do you handle clients wanting to just take photos of the products and not purchase? We offer 10% discount in any advice that you have. So I think a lot of times when they are wanting to take pictures of it, they're not fully in that space for where they feel like they need it. Now, I think the great thing with ClarityRx products is they are exclusive. So kind of are sold through licensed professionals. They are exclusive to you. And I think the best thing to do is really try to create a sense of urgency with them, that every day that they go home and they are not using the products, it's going to prolong when they're going to be able to see those results. So maybe just asking, is there a reason? So why, as far as setting them up for their goals, you're making a plan for them. They are not in that place to purchase just yet because they are missing a little piece of information. Some people like to go home and do their own research. Some people like to ask questions, but really making sure that they truly understand that the sooner that they start using the products, the sooner they're going to be able to get those results. And you don't want to lose that time. So they come to you for a professional treatment. We want to maximize. So when they are receiving this professional treatment, that advanced exfoliation, we're opening up the skin. So it's the perfect opportunity to now continue and to prolong those results. I love that Judy had mentioned that. So I'm going to tie that in there. So using these products after their facial treatment, it's going to help to prolong and extend the results of the facial treatment. But also it's after that facial treatment, the skin is exfoliated. So it's going to absorb and penetrate into the skin much better and faster. Ultimately helping with the results. But a lot of times people are asking, they're taking pictures because they're missing something to be able to be comfortable with making that purchasing decision. All right, let's see. It looks like there's one other question here. Oh, looks like that is it. So thank you guys very, very much. I know I went a few minutes over, but I appreciate you guys joining us today and talking all about retail. If you have any questions at all, or if there's anything else that we can do to help to support you, please reach out to us. We are here to help you every step of the way. Thank you and have a wonderful day.